Lose the race, and you may lose your soul. Once gravity takes you, and you begin to roll, lose not the sight on this terrifying night of a chance to win Halloween gold. Hello everybody, I'm Greg Woods. A ghoulish course awaits our marbles. 8 of them will be released, plus the ball bearing back behind. Who will make it down to the bottom, and who will find themselves perhaps trapped in a state of perpetual did not finish. Down the temporary sand course, and it is Blood Moon leading the way for now. Maybe Gremlin back behind, a little bit tough to see. I'm more worried about all the terrifying things beside the track. Under those watchful, bloodshot eyes, Blood Moon streaks down in front of that skull of that poor soul that perished on the side of the course, past the sarcophagus full of the souls of marbles past. In front of the jack-o'-lantern, into the gate, and Gremlin does take second. Casper comes next. There's the ball bearing back in 5th, and I don't see jack-o'-lantern. Ah, there, jack-o'-lantern stuck early on up the course. Gets no points. After a while, remember, the last place marbles will be eliminated. Down they come, and our last race winner, Blood Moon, has a terrible start, and it's Casper streaking off right down the side to make it onto the sand first. A nice turn around the corner, but Blood Moon has recovered. Jack-o'-lantern also up there after that DNF, needs a good finish. Snaking their way around, and a couple getting caught up. Can't really tell who that is. If it was Jack-o'-lantern again, getting stuck, I think it was, but that ball bearing helps to collect, but one is already out. That could be Will-O-Wisp. In the meantime, down into the final part of the course, those poor souls, and this could be an easy victory for Casper, who will get second, and Blood Moon should come in for 3rd. There comes Jack-o'-lantern, a successful finish this time around. 3 DNFs, however, Will-O-Wisp, Zomball, and Candy Corn. Ah, there we go. Booberry sits in last, tied at the top, Blood Moon and Casper for now. Just a couple of races before the eliminations begin. Down they come. All of the eyes upon them. Singular eyes, that is. Only one apiece. Down into the slalom, back and forth. Marbles having to keep focused on the track instead of the scariness around them. Why do the orbs glow? Do they glow for me? That skull is not having a good evening. Bounding back and forth. Mind the spiders. At least some of those are venomous. I would imagine the ones that are glowing red. Try to avoid those if you can. Blood Moon, another win. Squished in there. Snaking through. The ball bearing has been a consistent finisher throughout. That is Candy Corn, by the way, in 2nd place. And how many DNFs this time? 3 of them. Zomball, Jack-o'-lantern, and Gremlin all getting stuck. And now, on the edge of elimination. If you lose, where do you go? Will you be confined to the sarcophagus? Locked inside of that house with who knows whom? Or will you be perhaps fed to the spiders? Casper wants no part of that. Already down into the slaloms, back and forth, and it seems like several are straggling behind and several may be caught. I think I could see one of them up top there Was that jack-o'-lantern who was stuck? So that is not the kind of finish that he wanted. Will-o-wisp out in front. Now getting stuck on the sides. Elimination is looming. You must finish well. Everybody bunching up. Perhaps it is safety in numbers at the bottom of this course as a change for the lead coming across. That's Booberry. Casper comes next. Is that all of the finishers we have? 3 more. 3 DNFs, Gremlin, Jack-o'-lantern, and Candy Corn, which means we say goodbye to Jack-o'-lantern. But for these final few races, the spiders will be fed quite well, I would say. 1 eliminated in each. Ball bearings being tripped along the side. This has caught many marbles so far in these areas. This early run down to the sand. Avoid the columns with the flaming torches. You just may save your life. Blood Moon. Perhaps our most consistent runner of the night. Trying to track down in second place, and now moves to the lead. Oh, an eye has gotten down onto the course. An evil eye has stopped 3 marbles. Threatening at least one of them, perhaps, with elimination. So we're going to have at least 3, perhaps 4, maybe 5 non-finishers. How did this happen? Spiders feasting away, eager for their next meal on this creepy Halloween race. It sees most marbles fail to finish. 4, including the ball bearing, Zomball, Candy Corn, and that is the marble next, fed to the spiders. Feast, my children. 6 remain. And with each successive run, you feel fatigue begin to grow, mixed with the knowledge of perhaps the end of your days. Where do you find your inner motivation? Where do you find the speed? And where do you find the focus? Go off the rails, and it could be a fatal mistake. 1 is caught. Will the ball bearing or anybody clean up? No, absolutely not. That Booberry that got stuck up there, it's a little bit difficult to see, but Will-o-wisp may be our first finisher of the night in this race. Comes across near the 50-second mark. Bounding back and forth. There's Booberry. Gremlin. It was Gremlin instead. Perhaps a little trepidatious to go inside of that house. Instead, it costs Gremlin a trip to the spiders. The course aglow. Penultimate race of the night. You've survived this long. Can you keep it going? Blood Moon hung up on the side, along with Casper, who falls back. Will-o-wisp in third. Can't get around Blood Moon as they enter the sand. This is when it really begins to count. If you make it past this race, you will not be fed to the spiders. You will live to see another day. All the different pathways that they take through the haunted house and actually survived. Will-o-wisp likes to live dangerously. Taking the near side. Back out, finish line nearly in sight by the spiders, reminding you of perhaps your own pending mortality. And Will-o-wisp does get in. Casper coming last. Booberry a DNF. And that is enough to cost Booberry the final race. Who will win the Halloween Championship. Blood Moon, Will-O-Wisp, Zomball, or Casper? Casper streaks out to the early lead only to get caught up on the side. Falls back into second place. Now Will-O-Wisp tries to get by instead. 2 are out onto the sand, 3 are out onto the sand, 1 has already gotten stuck. We are only down to 3 marbles. There you see up top, it is Blood Moon. Blood Moon will not win this race. Good thing is, by making it to the final round, Blood Moon will not be fed to the spiders either. Casper in second, trying to catch up. Zomball down the far side. Will-O-Wisp, the next closest marble that can track him down. Will he get there? It doesn't appear so. Nobody has made passes through this part of the course, but where did Casper come from? In second place. Casper had almost blended in with the course and almost got by Zomball for the win. Now, it all goes down to the total points for the championship, though. The Master of Death dances above Zomball, our winner. But the overall championship goes to Blood Moon. Congratulations to our 3 podium finishers, and most importantly, happy Halloween.